Hello and welcome to my shitty channel.
Drag.
Oh, clown for context. This guy Isaac is he's champ 1 right now, Cal?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's champ 1. Dell just recently hit GC and Cal has been GC previously and probably could maintain GC if he gave a shit. Okay, Isaac's just gonna ball an entire team. That's pretty solid. I'm busy. What? I'm recording right now. Love you. Yeah, just a bit. There's a double commit. Another double commit, but that's like poor positioning from Isaac getting stuck over here, not really like leaving like he should. That's kind of nuts. You guys are beating them to a lot of balls and like really forcing them to give up possession whenever you guys are on defense, which is kind of nuts. Little does my friend know that I'm not actually playing twos.
I'm gonna force you to play twos after this, by the way.
That's not happening.
F.
Sadie's birthday. Her and I are gonna go get some desserts from a German restaurant. Enjoy some time together.
That's cool.
Yee. That's a surprising slip. This is the first like real opportunity they've had on your guys' net. Why did they get this? Wow, because of this. So there's like a overcommit. Possession was lost and two people were up, and Dell tried to get a 50 when he shouldn't have. He could have just fake challenged there and been comfortable or even backed off completely just to kind of like slow the play. This is hilarious. Isaac was on fire.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I remember Isaac just coming out of the game one and just like smacking them.
This is probably the best I've seen him play in terms of like speed and consistency ever. Also, like not pushing this is really smart. He kind of gets stuck here a little bit, but
That was just a weird bounce. I did not read that bounce. Good.
well, it kind of stems from this. So like right here, he gets kind of stuck because he went really far back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so he couldn't pressure this touch, which he needed to pressure better or be able to pressure better. Because this is an unforced error on this guy. He's basically just giving up possession. If Isaac was able to go up for this and hit this back into their corner, and then you guys would have tons of time to rotate out. He sits, which isn't like the worst thing, but I don't think he had like a good enough read on the bounce. This is like the
Mind if I point one thing out real quick?
yeah. You want me to?
Right here as it's coming across, who's right there. So as we get, can't see the names. It's not no up front.
Coliseum.
Del.
Delephant?
Okay. Delephant comes all the way across with it, like jumping hard, and then now he's pushing back on the ball side. So now Loaded doesn't really have a lane to come through here. If Del cuts that sharper back down the middle to fill in behind him towards the back post rather than towards the near post, Loaded doesn't
Yeah.
need to slow down nearly as much, and he's probably a lot more comfortable coming in on this touch too. Or have a little bit less of an awkward time because you have to do basically a full 180, looping around the net real quick.
Yeah,
Come a little bit wider to the back post. It's going to be much easier to get that save.
that's for sure. This is like the second really awkward double commit. I'm not really sure what Cal's touch is gonna do there. Oh, this goes to overtime. This is just like an incomplete rotation. He came in too hard and then went for this. I'm curious. Where is he? He probably could have committed for that. Ah! I hate that so much. I hate that that's a button.
I just learned how to reset it without having to start the replay over yesterday, and I felt really stupid.
What? Changing perspective, right?
I would just press R.
Wait, what?
R reset the tilt. If you accidentally press Q or E.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to use that.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about it yesterday.
Oh, it resets the entire camera, that's why. Okay. A little bit of a rough rotation there. Could have safely gone wider. The nerves like really started to show up around the 2-minute mark. So Isaac still sits a little bit far back when you guys have more constant pressure upfield. That was a good touch by Dell. A lot of wide rotations in the beginning of this. Oh, they kind of just bumped each other. This game's probably the game where like there's a little bit more nerve coming out of it because last game was tense and they were able to tie it up. You can see Isaac's getting a little bit shaky. There's a couple more double commits and wide rotations. That was a good challenge. Stop the shot. Did someone like tell Isaac that these guys were high seed?
We all knew.
Okay. There's just like such a drastic difference in his play. Like I said, around the 2-minute mark, he seemed to get a little bit more shaky. That might just be the inconsistency though.
That's what I was about to say. Probably needs champ 1, so consistency isn't all there.
He's definitely like closer to a champ 2 player.
I mean, he's usually champ 2. He's been champ 3, but
Yeah.
he's it's
So you
either
can
probably
stuck
just a
with me
mix.
on your team.
It's good that you guys kind of pull this game back a little bit in the middle though. That was a good pass back. Not a whole lot came of it, but it was still good.
Possession came of it. It's enough.
Well, I mean, like, they still ended up losing possession, but
It kept
yeah.
it a little bit longer.
Yeah. No, I meant, like, nothing came of it. Like, they didn't actually, like, get to full transition
Yeah.
to offense off of it. But,
Mhm.
like, the
The
fact...
pass accomplished what it needed to.
Yeah. The fact that it's happening is, like, super solid. That's what you want to see. That was a good heads-up touch. Awesome. What actually, like, how do you guys catch these guys out? So there's the heads-up touch. Okay, that took the second guy out of the play. And then just a solid 50. Or a dunk. It's a little pushed up here. Okay, Isaac got out. Oh. My depth perception deceived me. Was there space? Yeah, there was. Oh, okay, you just shoot those. That makes sense. Still a lot of like ball side rotating, which not super ideal.
Yeah, Loaded seems to really like to go for that ball side back corner boost and then push to the near side post, creating a whole lot of space, and that seems to be the biggest gap in the rotation.
Yeah.
Inconsistently.
How many? We haven't done very many replay reviews with Isaac, have we? Oh no, you're roboting.
He said,
I
I don't
don't
think
think
you've done any.
I don't think we've done any with Isaac.
Oh, okay. I thought there was at
We
least. Oh no, I did one session that was recorded and then uploaded it.
yeah
Yeah, we haven't done any actual sessions.
yeah, and like we did boot camp
Wait a minute.
with, like
Yeah,
prior to Isaac being on the team.
that doesn't count. Oh, there was a bump. Okay. Yeah, the boot camp was probably the most direct coaching we've done. Because I know he was there for like pretty much all of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little awkward. Okay. It got slowed down enough. What's happening here? Oh, Isaac just pushed out super soon. This is one of those scenarios where like what Sway was talking about, because he's like really close to Dell, so he's not actually going to be able to follow this up unless that touch stays close, and so he can just push out and leave because you're behind him. And you're effectively going to cover the position of like post Dell's touch better than he can, just because he's too close. And then he ends up slowing down, which is strictly worse because of the whole like momentum loss thing. I was talking with some golds about that. It like baffled them.
I mean, yeah, because if you slow down there, it forces the person behind you to slow down, and then all of a sudden you just have like 2 or 3 people just sitting in net, waiting for a shot to come, and that you never ever want that.
Yeah, it just gets really awkward. Like right here, it's slowing down. Like realistically, you want someone challenging this just to pressure this guy to touch the ball. He doesn't have his flip anymore, but like this is a more okay slowdown because you have most of the net covered, and you can challenge the pass if he does tap it out mid before they could get there, even though you are slowed. But like that's a more rare situation. Okay. It's kind of good that this is going to go up and be a shorter video because it'll be easier for Isaac to watch and see like what he's doing in rotation and continuum across videos and see like how he keeps rotating ball side and he keeps like slowing down on the transition out of defense instead of like continuing and rotating back into net. This is interesting. Fucking Dell. I remember when he couldn't do that for the life of him. It's like still the most amazing thing to see how much progress has been made with him.
Yeah, for sure.
That was an interesting cutoff. Yeah, that's a hard touch to get. This was smart on your part, Cal. Like, you push up, this guy gets this touch. You, like, I don't think you're even thinking you're going to beat him to this ball or, like, be able to do anything off his touch. And you just kind of move forward. Because if Loaded was able to get there and bang that up, like, that would have been a pretty solid play. And you're not really, like, sacrificing your defense because you're the first one up. Oh, Isaac demoed somebody. Okay. I thought he got demoed, and I was, like, mildly concerned. This is a little rough. Oh, okay. That's... Yeah, he's not getting that. Ah. Yeah. That's one of those, that situation I just, like, watched 3 times is one of those situations where I don't expect most people to get that save, and then I see Nick get that save all the time, and I'm just baffled by it. This is a little concerning. You're upfield for, like, super long with no one with you. Dell should just be pushing out. That was good pressure. That's an unfortunate miss. That would have been a goal if Dell hit that the way he wanted to. So this is a weird situation because we kind of have Cal as the second man up here, which means Loaded wants to, even though he's third man, be on this side. This is like one of those. Talk about this a lot because people tend to do this kind of rotation when they're not used to rotations, and talking to the third man about coming over here is super foreign to them. That might be something good for Isaac to look at because he knows you guys are both there. It ends up being okay though. Welcome back. You lost both your guys' games 2-4. That's super funny. Also, you ended this on a goal. That was probably pretty hype for game 3 or game 5. Sorry. You know what's really nice about this series? If this were a best of 3, you guys still won it
Yeah.
because you went win loss win loss win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so again, like either Loaded needs to stay on this side, or you need to stay on this side. And he needs to move over there. It's like another one of those situations where the third man can just rotate into the opposite side and not actually be behind the play. Good pickup. Very good pickup. How many kickoff goals did they get? 2, 3?
Probably a lot.
I know this is the second one where it was like pretty quick off kickoff they scored. Holy shit. That one almost didn't even go in. This is the second one I remember off the top of my head where that was the case. This kind of transition's happening again. This is the second time, except this time it's Dell. That's something to keep an eye out for. So this is weird. I am massively confused by this guy missing that ball. Not him, this guy. Like, he just side flips into that and that's in.
Didn't have faith in his own shot.
Ends up not mattering. Still crazy. Okay, now we're getting better spread out. More ball side rotation. I'm assuming you called that, because this didn't look like a thing that he was just going to drive past. Until... Oh. What the heck was Dell doing?
Doing it bad.
And then he got bumped. He tried to fix it after doing it bad and got bumped. The most interesting thing I've seen in this series is when the other team lines up on the same side of the field, you guys tend to also. Not really sure what's going on there. This is fucking awful. Good patience on your part. Oh no. Dell's getting ball chasey. You shoot those. If only. This game's so close to working. These guys are really unforgiving when you give them space in midfield. I think that's probably one of the things you guys noticed that made you feel like they were a step apart from other teams. Is if they have any presence midfield, they quickly realize that you don't, and they'll just keep the ball there to pull you guys out. Do-do-do.
I'm pretty sure I was shit my pants in like the last minute of this game.
Oh, because it was back up to 3-2.
Yeah. The nerves are like super hard kicking in.
Yeah. They started to show a lot more last game with like the more double commits and more ball chasing from like Dell. I haven't seen you ball chasing too bad. There's been a couple of instances, but like nothing too serious.
Should see him in the first 3 games we had. This round.
When Cal's playing with people he doesn't
Hilarious.
play with as often, he definitely ball chases more.
It's honestly
Yeah,
just a
nice.
trust thing. I like I have to build up trust to like otherwise I feel like I have to carry the team, which is sometimes a bad habit, but
Good for solo queue, bad for team play.
facts.
Yeah, I can almost guarantee you won't have to carry me, Mike.
Definitely not
I-
Mike. You'll have to carry Sway sometimes.
Thanks.
I'm teasing Sway.
Thanks.
You're welcome. That's the second time you guys have done this. I really, really like this. The other one resulted in a goal after a couple more touches. But like, that is such a good freaking touch. free touch lost. Ball side rotation. I don't know. Maybe a little bit more patience. Like, it's kind of scary because the closer they get to the box, the worse this gets. But a little bit more patience could have stopped that goal from happening. That's not what I wanted. This is also not what I wanted. So here we go. Isaac's on the right side of the field this time. Dell's getting bumped. That was a big boost greed. Holy moly. Wait, where is it? Okay, it's there. Oh, no, he just fell. Okay. Am I retarded? I am seeing things.
Jesus fuck. You see, that's what we need to do with Mia. Just give her a phallic shaped ice cream. No, no. We need to get our
Well, that's now in the background of my video.
and just go in oh there. Boy, there's some biting there. That's terrifying. To face.
Yes?
To face the most fearsome challenges.
Yes? No.
Only emotional scarring for life.
Okay. Wait, no. What came before that? Oh, that just got past that guy. That's insane. Poor ethanol.
1700, by the way.
Yeah, they're having a bad day.
They're playing mostly fine.
Would this work on that?
They like failed to capitalize on a few situations. And their timings were a bit off on their rotations.
Actually, what is it? Is it a sorcery?
That is a big goal at 1 minute.
So, like, let's say you're using the spell that gave +1. If you cast that, copying that, and then cast
So this is where the pants start having shit in them.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You can already start to see it right here. Cal like lurks midfield. He knows this guy's gonna touch the ball. He just keeps lurking.
Well, that looks like fun.
The late transition to offense.
Oh yeah.
This kind of stemmed from the ball side rotation. Dell had to like get
Yeah.
out of the way and then come back in, and then he was just not able to do anything about this. I wonder what
Still feel
happened.
like someone should have come out of that and tried.
Well, they didn't really have anyone to do that. So like right here, Isaac's already challenging this. And then Dell and Cal are kind of confused about who should be where because Dell rotated ball side, and Cal should just be going backboard, but Dell's not at back post, and so they're confused about who should be challenging because Dell's not at back post. And then Cal tries to get to back post while Dell tries to do what he does. The pants are completely brown at this point. This guy backed off. Oh no, he just launched bad. Holy shit, he launched so bad.
Nerves were there for them too.
Yeah, apparently. They definitely wore their khakis this day. Good beat, good cut. Keep that into the corner. This I think is like something that I try to talk to teams about and they underutilize is this kind of defensive rotation where you don't have anyone in net, so you have whoever's closest just come front post immediately to cut, and then the other person takes their time getting to back post. I really wish I saw people do this more. Holy moly. Okay, well that's gonna end this one. Yeah, mostly looks like Isaac needs some help with understanding better defensive transitions. Your guys' offensive transitions are usually fine. There's only like a few mishaps. And then it's very apparent when the nerves get in because Dell gets a little bit more ball chasey, and then that kind of like puts Isaac in a weird place because he's usually ball chasing over Isaac since you're usually who he's supporting, and then you have to ball chase in response to him ball chasing because Isaac's in a bad position. But it's good. Like you guys are able to dismantle these guys. You didn't give them too much space. The only time they really like hurt you guys was when those games where you guys really gave them midfield presence and then rotated ball side a few too many times and didn't really recover from it. Um, but yeah.